Hey, what's up? It's EnigmaHood, and we're live. Alright, so we're streaming Zeliard. I just want to stream the last dungeon and the final boss. I already beat it, but I want to stream it. So we'll do that. And then we'll stream Magic Knight Ray Earth. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? Why is it all weird? Hold on. Restore. Hey, X-Infected. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. I'm gonna share the stream. Okay, I'm back. Just double check things, make sure it's working okay. Did I see your tweet about some SJWs arguing against the professor? No, I didn't see that. Okay. So this is the final dungeon, final boss. I already beat this, but I want to beat it again on stream. So let's do that. Doing great, X-Infected? Good. Glad to hear it. So, the fire thing. Oh shit! That was not. It's not supposed to happen. Yeah, of course I can do it. I already beat it at least twice before. I did it. I did it, and I did it again actually, just as a practice run. Compared to the fire part, this one's not too bad at all. I love this music. The music in this game is just great. The fire dungeon. Excuse me. The fire dungeon is the worst dungeon in this game by far. Ironically enough, this this dungeon, which is second to last, I'm just gonna fast forward to heal myself up a bit. That's good enough. This dungeon, in comparison, is nowhere near as bad. In fact, it's not really bad at all. It's not too bad. Let's see. Then you gotta pass through this invisible wall thing. It can be loud at times. We're having that problem again. Probably when I'm fast forwarding, right? I'll try to keep it to a minimum, but I do need to do that from time to time. Okay. So we pass right through that that floor there. It's fast forwarding the original game, yeah. See? Right there. The only thing is I add a bit of turbo to it, so it goes even faster, so I can heal up faster. Right now I don't need to do that, because we're in the town right here. So this town, this is the last last town before the final boss. There's actually two bosses. There's a boss for the dungeon, and then there's the final boss. Unfortunately, there is no save point in this final town, but you don't really need it, because the final boss are not too bad at all. They're not too hard. I don't even need to go to the bank. I mean, look at how much gold I have. 150,000. I have more than enough. So I'm just gonna buy one more saber oil. What the saber oil will do is it'll let me do damage. It'll let me do more damage. And they actually stack, so the more you use, the more damage you'll do. So I already have 3, so that's 4. So I'm going to use 4 for the final boss, so I do a massive amount of damage. And then just for good measure, I don't really have to do this, but I'll do it anyway, just in case. I'll just repair my shield. Because why not? These final 2 bosses aren't too bad. I mean... There really isn't a method to beating them. You just jump and attack the first one. Kind of do the same thing with the second one. The final boss is Jashin. Alright, so we have everything we need. Then we drop down here. That's the blue gate. Actually, when we get out, we need to go back in there, and it takes us to a different place. Oh shit, I shouldn't have, I would not want to do that, hold on. No. That was not what I wanted to do. Shit, that's where I wanted to be, hold on. Anytime you see a door, you need a key for it. You get some gold here, but you don't really need it, because there's no more towns. Oops. So I can jump a lot higher now, because there's an item near the end of the game. These boots, Faruza shoes, they let you jump higher. They're really useful. Especially considering this game has pretty awful jump mechanics. Gotta kill that thing. Then... Oh! Oh no! That was not supposed to happen. Okay, it's alright. That's okay. Unlike the fire dungeon, where if you time a jump or something, and you have to start all over again, in this one, you don't. So it's a lot better. Well, I did it again. I never actually fucked up that jump before. Up here, you want to slash that so you can bring it all the way up. This is a pretty safe spot, so if you need a heal, it's pretty safe. I know, Trump's an idiot. He's out of touch with reality. Alright, this is actually probably the hardest part. Just getting onto that rope over there is a pain in the ass, so we'll try to do it. Oh, okay, good. I got it. I just can't fall off now. Jump down there. Okay, that was good. There's another invisible air current here that you need to take. Good. Okay, now I gotta hope I don't fall down here. It's really easy to fall down here. Oh! It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just gotta go back, come back in. Do this jump again. Okay, good. Hey, Emily, what's up? Back home? Emily got a new Harley Quinn t-shirt, is that right? Alright, so you need to get down here, jump up here. You got it from Hot Topic? Ah, cool. Alright, gotta be careful here. Alright, good. And... No! Wait. Okay, good. Alright, good. Got it. Daddy's little monster. Nice. Need to get that key. Then we go back up. Alright. This is the second to last boss. So there's gonna be two bosses. Two bosses in a row. We'll be able to rejuvenate our health after the first boss, but there's no saving in between, so it's gonna be back to back. Yeah, if I die, I have to start from the beginning. But hopefully that won't happen. Okay, so we're gonna use all 4 saber oils. Each of these increases my damage. So I can just get through this boss as quickly as possible, as well as the final boss. I have only 1 health restorative item, but with luck, I won't even need it. Let me also equip this one, Gurera. This is the best magic in the game, and it does really good damage against bosses. Oh! Damn it! Wow, I died. That wasn't supposed to happen. Okay. That's alright. Yeah, Emily's camera isn't working on her phone. That's okay. But if you die on him, you have to start all over again. But that's alright. It doesn't take that much. It doesn't take that much effort to get back to him. That was actually the first time I ever died on that guy. Yeah, oh well. Every single other time I played, I beat him. You can see, like, I was doing a ton of damage to him, but he was also doing a ton of damage to me. Whoops. Control. Okay. Deactivate that thing. Video games are always harder when I'm streaming. Because I'm doing two things at once, you know? Oops. Like it's easier to do things offline, because then you can focus everything on the game. But it's fine. It's no big deal. Okay, going to the final town. See, it doesn't really take that long. It's nothing like the fire level, which was awful. That moment when you have to pee but don't want to get up, I'm having that problem right now. Yeah, you know, it happens when I'm streaming, you know, all the time. Like sometimes when I'm drinking like a lot of caffeine, and then afterwards I'll drink like some alcohol, like a beer or something like that. You know, you gotta go, but sometimes, you know, it's not convenient to go. And generally speaking, like I don't like to go because then it grinds the stream to a halt. But you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. As Malcolm said in Jurassic Park. Did you ever see that movie, Emily? Jurassic Park? That's my favorite movie of all time. What's your favorite movie? X-Infected, do you have a favorite movie? Okay, so we go in it twice, then we go to the left. Executive Decision. Never heard of that. Oh, 10 Cloverfield Lane. I gotta watch that movie. I saw the original Cloverfield. Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that movie. I gotta watch that. Why I bothered to get that. Almost is just a habit. You know, at this point, almost don't do anything for me. You know, there's aren't any more towns, so. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it as soon as I can. You know, maybe I might watch it tonight. Oh, good, I got it the first try. It's one of the hardest jumps in the game. Oh! I got the hardest jump in the game, and then I mess up the easiest jump in the game. Kurt Russell? I like Kurt Russell. He was in Big Trouble in Little China, which they're remaking, which is a terrible idea. I don't know why they need to remake every damn thing. Remakes always suck. Can't think of. Oh, come on! Alright, I gotta reset these things. To reset them, you just go back, then come back. Man. You don't want that thing to get too low because then it's gonna be harder to get back. Jumping in this game kind of sucks. Okay, I gotta concentrate here. Yeah, the remakes are never as good as the originals. I agree. I don't even know why they do it. It's just a cash cow. Alright, there. Good. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a single remake that I liked. What? What? What the fuck was that? Oh. That's so lame. Come on. Yeah, I can't think of a remake that I liked. Let me think. There might be something. Well, actually... Last House on the Left was a decent remake, but I mean the original was really disturbing and notorious for being so violent and disturbing. But even the remake was pretty graphic, but it was better. Also, I like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake more now that I think about it. That was a pretty good one. I guess it does happen sometimes. I actually like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake with Jessica Biel. Anyone ever see that? Okay, good. We should be alright now. Yeah, we do. Leatherface. I did see the original. Like, in all fairness, though, I saw the original after I saw the remake, so maybe that's why. Okay, round 2. First thing we do, equip that, use all these. This time we don't die. Easier said than done. I have an idea. There we go. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. That's the end of that fuck. You can restore your life with that. Go through this. Anyone watch American Horror Story? No. Is it good? What is that? Is that a movie or like a TV show? I heard of American Crime Story. The one with the O.J. Simpson? That's really good. Thank you, X-Infected. Alright. Final boss. You guys ready? Let's see, do we have everything going? It's a great show. Okay, it's a show. American Horror Story, huh? I still gotta finish watching, School Days. So this is Jashun. He's a punk. So he doesn't show up right away, you gotta wait for him. There he is. he's dead. That's the end of Jashin. Okay, guys, I've given up on being lazy. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Okay, no problem, Emily. Thank you, X-Infected. Brave knight, you have awakened. When you fell at the hand of Jashin, the spirits brought you here. Now make haste to the aid of the Princess Felicia. And then it's the ending cutscene. You know, the story is just your typical save the princess type of deal. But actually, I think the story in this game is decent enough. I mean, there's enough compelling and interesting dialogue throughout the game to kind of keep the story going. Even though it's, like, the premise is just kind of cliche. You know, save the princess. It's told in a compelling way. And actually, this ending is pretty good, too. You know, most games skimp on the ending. But I think this ending makes, you know, trekking through this game for so many hours and having such an arduous time, because it is a very arduous game, it makes it worth it. It's quite satisfying. And I had this game for over 2 decades. I never beat it until today. So this is quite a moment in history, of EnigmaHood history. So I'm really pleased that I was finally able to beat the game. Actually, this is the 3rd time I beat it. I beat it once, and I beat it again for practice, and then here's the 3rd time I beat it. So there you go. Yep, finally. It's too bad I couldn't stream the whole game from beginning to end. Oh, welcome back, Emily. Yeah, it's too bad I couldn't stream the whole game from beginning to end. The problem was that I couldn't memorize the dungeon layouts. You know, it's too labyrinthian. A review? Sure, I can do a review. I think this game is great. It's an action RPG from the side-scrolling perspective with hack and slash action, and I'm surprised at how few games there are that are like that. There aren't a lot. I mean, there's Monster World 4, there's Ease 3, and there's Popful Mail, and there's also, oh man, I forgot the name of it, but there's like an arcade game. So there aren't a lot of games like this, and I wish there were, because it's a lot of fun. It's not a perfect game, though. The platforming in this game is terrible, and unfortunately, there's a lot of platforming. It's hard to really describe. It's one of those things that you really do need to play it yourself to understand how bad the jumping mechanics are in this game, but they're terrible. It's clunky. Jumping from platform to platform, it's imprecise. It's hard to pull off. It feels sluggish. At the end of the game, you get boots that enhance your jumping ability, but it comes so late in the game that it's mostly inconsequential, but it feels great once you have it. And, you know, to the game's detriment, even though the jumping mechanics are so bad, there's so much platforming in this game. And actually, that's the hardest part about this game. It's not really the enemies, because at least you can level up and increase your health and, you know, get abilities and items to make combat a little bit easier. It's the platforming that makes it so hard. And the fire dungeon, the dungeon I was streaming yesterday, remember when I would screw up? If you screw up, you have to do it all over again from the beginning. That's horrible level design. So that's my second complaint about this game. The level design is too labyrinthian in the beginning, too confusing, even when you have a map. it's confusing. Like, remember, I was trying to stream it. I was looking at a map, trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, and I couldn't figure it out. Because it just required too much memorization. Okay, where do I go now? Okay, I gotta go to this door, then I gotta go to the left down here, you know. It's too much. A game that has such labyrinthian dungeons needs to have a map feature. It needs to have a mini-map and a full map when you pause the game. This game has neither of those. Now, in the retail version, it did come with a physical map, but that's no substitute for an in-game map. Any game that has labyrinthian dungeons needs to have a map feature. So that was just some bizarre omission on the developer's part. And it's all the more egregious in the fire dungeon, where, you know, they have stupid stuff like invisible air currents, which block your way, block your progression. I think that's a really dumb idea. I don't mind some of it. It's kind of cool when it does happen, although it does look a little janky. I mean, you saw a little bit of it when I was getting through the last dungeon. But for the most part, it really sucks when you are knocked down a ditch by like a blue monster and then you have to do the whole dungeon over again. Also, I think the game is just too damn hard. When you die, you start all over from the first level. Now, in fairness to the game, it does have a save feature, but it's bizarre that it just doesn't implement a better system when you die. When you die, it should just boot you back to the last fortune teller person that you spoke to. Instead, it boots you back to the first fortune teller in the first town, which is stupid beyond imagination. And I think the damage and the way you regenerate health, you have to stand still. I think that's really dumb. And what you end up doing is you just stand still a lot, and you increase the game speed, or you use a turbo feature on DOSBox. And too often an enemy will just come by and kill you in a second, and you can't react because the game is in fast mode. There should have been a better way to regenerate your health. Have enemies drop health potions or something like that to restore your health, you know, or allow the character to carry more health potions. You know, you can only carry 5 items. I think it would have been better if you could carry like 10 health potions and then 5 different items of an assorted kind. Yeah, so I think that pretty much covers all my like major complaints about the game. You know, everything I like about the game is everything else. I mean, the graphics, this is a 1987 game. The graphics for this game are phenomenal for its time, and even by today's standards, they look great. The music is amazing, and this is just the Sound Blaster music. They also have Tandy music and also the original music. I forgot what PC this thing was on originally, but the music, if you listen to the original music and also some of the different kinds of, like the Tandy music as well, just sounds so good. You know, it sounds even better than what you're listening to now. The sound effects leave a bit to be desired, but in all fairness, you know, I when I was a kid, I had to use the PC speaker to listen to sound effects, and that was terrible. It wasn't even sound, it was noise. And the gameplay is really fun, just hacking and slashing everything. And also the RPG mechanics, you know, you're spending gold to upgrade your character. You feel satisfied as you go along. Your character becomes more and more powerful. And it has what I call the Contra effect. You know, Contra is a really hard game, but when you get that spread gun, it's the great equalizer, so it makes the game so much easier and so much more satisfying once you get it. In this game, you know, once you get the most powerful weapon and when you get those jump boots and the most powerful magic, you get that same feeling, that same effect. And it's so satisfying and awesome once that happens. So, yeah, I love this game. I think it's great. It's not perfect, but it is still a great game. I wish they could remake this, you know, with modern graphics and just like improve the controls and the jumping mechanics. And then it would be even better. And also add a mini-map. That would be great. So that's my review, and that's Zeliard. I hope everyone enjoyed that. So we're going to end the stream here. For Zeliard, then I'll be right back and we'll continue our stream of Magic Knight Ray Earth. So I'll be right back.